not blessed in that area, you have to take care of your job first. This is just a hobby for you. This is just to work out. So don't come in here, don't watch the video, and don't have a heart attack. We don't want anything like that happening. Listen to your body. Relax. Enjoy this. Again, now I've recuperated. My heart rate's down. My breathing's down. That's what you need to do, because you're trying to shorten the time of recuperation. Get your heart rate up to a certain point. Now you want to make sure it comes back down. Say at first it takes 5 minutes for it to come down. What you want to do is work for 4:45, 4:30, 4:15, 4. Eventually it'll be calmed down back to 30 seconds. That's where I'm at. And I'm lucky. And the only reason I'm at that point is because this is my job. Andy?
Okay, no comment there. What he said, just kind of self-explanatory. And by that, I mean he explained it himself. Nothing really to comment there.
In the octagon, the reason why I'm looking for a 30-second recuperation time is because if Andy and I are up here fighting, we go down to the ground, I'm in his guard, I may want to take a breather. When I take a breather, I tuck my arms, I tuck my head. That way, I'm not leaving my hands out here to get broke. I'm not standing here taking a breather, exposing myself to a punch. I'm burying my face down. I'm protecting, doing whatever I have to do to catch my breathing, to reduce my heart rate, reduce my breathing. When I feel refreshed, now I resume my attack. Also, at the same time, this man's relaxing. This man's heart rate and breathing is going down. So what you have to do is hope that your conditioning is better than your opponent's. That's where I'm lucky. That's where I can outdo a lot of my opponents because, again, I don't have a regular job. This is all I do. So I'm lucky enough to concentrate on training all day long. Continuing with the workout, I'm refreshed. I took my break. I had my water. I sat down. I talked with my guys. I said, okay, what do you all want to do next? What do I feel like doing next? We discussed this situation. This is a team effort. The team doesn't make the individual. The individuals make the team. That's what I have. I have great individuals. Like I said, I'm the one who's lucky enough to be out in the spotlight. These guys are doing all the hard work. These guys are dedicating their time after work to come to help me. What we're going to do here now is we're going to work from the clinch. We're in a clinch situation. What I want to do is I'm going to try to get away. Whatever it takes. He starts up. Simulate knees. Break out. He comes up. Stimulate knees. Scoot out. Andy.
Okay, this makes sense. Yeah, his method of clinch fighting, training for clinch fighting is to break up the clinch because he wants to stay out of the place where he has a position where his opponent might have an advantage. He isn't personally trying to go for a clinch, so if he ends up in a clinch, he wants out of it. Makes sense.
He now comes in. Andy grabs. Now what I do? Simulate knees. Arm drag. Now I'm behind him. Now we've done our mat work. So if I want, we may go to the mat. Once we reach the mat, we come back up. That part of the workout's been completed. What we're doing is, boom, duck under, go to the mat. I've accomplished my drill. Now we come back up. Now we start all over again. And he gets the clinch. I'm trying to get my hips back. Cause space. Boom. That drill's over. Now Cal comes in. Again, I rotate my workout partners. These guys are fatiguing me, but yet they're staying fresh. This way, they remain injury-free. Cal comes in. Cal gets the clinch. Arm jack. We go down. Come back up. Cal gets the clinch.
Okay, that was a pretty good Ichimata.
Cal gets the clinch. Always let your partner have the move, have the position. This way, I'm trained to get out of the position. Grab the wrist. Arm drag. Go behind. Now we go down. Fresh horse. Break through. I'm fighting. Using everything I can. Suck up. Boom. And a drill. If I get a good throw like that. Knocks the wind out of Rich. Rich can walk away. Now Andy comes in. What you want to do is you want to remain fresh. Make sure your guys don't get hurt. Again, take a break. Get some water. Talk to your opponents. How do I feel?
Good.
Feel good. Where's my weaknesses?
Hands. You have to turn with the hands.
There. That's what these guys are here for. Start over again. I've got a drink of water. I'll let the water settle on my stomach. Now we start again. Andy gets the position. Why did I give him the clinch? Because that's where we're working. We're working the clinch position. Does me no good. Say, okay, Andy, we're going to work the clinch position. Wrestle. I don't ever let him get into it.
Yeah. Perfect reasoning.
I have to give him that move. Now he's in that position. Now you notice how I pop my hips back. Lock up. And he's locked up. Now, I know Andy's shorter than I am. I know that his arms are not as long as my torso. I step back, breaking his hold. Boom. Go to my move. What I've done is I've created the distance that is required. Clinch is a tight position. He's here. He's got me. He's got the advantage. What do I have to do? I have to get out. How do I get out? I create distance. Mm-hmm. Cal comes in. These guys stay fresh. These guys take my falls. That way I don't get hurt. But I don't cheap shot these guys. Like I said, when these guys get hurt, boom, that lessens my army of men. Right now I have an army of 3 guys. Cal Hurt gets hurt. I'm down to 2. Andy gets hurt. I'm down to 1. Rich, fantastic partner, fantastic athlete, but he can't train as long as I can. Why? He has an 8-hour job. Yeah. Second reason, I've trained to work out with 3, 4, 5 guys. Rich is trained to come in every 4th or 5th guy. Therefore, my conditioning's up higher. So therefore, I have the advantage, just like a fight. Rich and I are equal opponents. The determining factor will be conditioning. Now, because I've been training against 4 or 5 guys, obviously I have the advantage. I'm down to 1 workout partner. What happens when Rich comes in, Rich gets hurt. Boom, I'm sitting against the wall. How am I going to win a UFC if I have nobody to work out with? It's impossible.
Shadow box for 3 hours.
All right, again, what you're seeing is a very short time period. Andy and Rich and Cal are coming in for probably 5 or 10 seconds, 15 seconds at the most during this video. What I would be doing is working out with them 1, 2, 3 minutes at a time. That's how this rotation process works. We go for a minute at a time with Andy. Boom, Rich comes in. Boom, Cal comes in. We're condensing this so you can see what the workout is like. But I actually work out for a lot longer. That's why I have such a good conditioning.
Yeah, no remarks there. Yeah, I mean, we've already covered this. Yeah, multiple.
Sometimes what we'll do is we'll work throws. The hard part about working throws is you have to find the amount of power to do the throw properly without injuring your partner. Even if you don't injure him, your partner can only take a certain amount of throws during the night. Say I grab Andy.
Okay, I will say, generally speaking, as long as your guy's good enough with break falls, with break falls, he should be able to handle handle throws. For the entire length of training. Of course, it does wear at your hands, so be careful with that. Yeah, I'm not used to sitting still for this long. But yeah, so what he's saying is mostly right. Just when it comes to throws, always be sure to break fall and know when your hands need to stop taking the falls.
I start throwing him full speed, bam, bam, bam. After 5 throws, he's going to get mad and he's going to walk out. He may be tired. If he gets too bruised up, he can't help train me. He sits out for the next night. What am I doing? I'm down another workout partner. Again, this is a little bit like a science to find out how to do this properly without beating up your partners. We're going to be here. Sometimes I'll just practice half the move. Say I'm going to do Osoto Gare. I'll practice pulling down. I'll practice punching. I'll practice my footwork. But I won't go completely through.
Okay, that is actually a very common training method in judo where, judo. If I remember correctly, I think the term is kumikata. I could be wrong on that. My Japanese isn't that good. But basically, you do every part of the throw up to... Okay, if it's a lifting throw, you do the lift, but you don't do the throw. With this, I think it's exactly what he said. You do it up to putting the leg in position. Usually, what you do is you rep that out. Say you do 4 of them, and then on the 5th one, you finish the throw. As a way of massively repping out the technique, while conserving time, energy, and shortening the number of times you have to actually take the fall.
With the throw. What I'll do, I'll practice the footwork. I'll practice this maybe for a minute. Rich will then come in. Rich comes in. I practice a different move.
Shoulder throw.
Practice my footwork. This is part of the conditioning.
Okay, generally speaking, with a throw, with a lifting throw, you will do the lift as well during this training. But of course, this is a pretty big guy he's working with right now, and he is already pretty fatigued at this point during the day. Maybe he just doesn't want to put the extra strain on his knees and back. I can understand that much, at least.
It's also technique. You've got to have this. Cal then comes in. Cal comes in. I practice this. Grab the wrist, push it down, come around behind. Minute at the piece. Man, I'm tired. Come over. Get my drink of water. Rich pulls the dummy in.
Okay, getting the dummy out.
I go back to my run.
And again.
What this is doing is keep my body warm, keeping it loose. When I run, I allow my muscles to bounce. I'm not running around like this. I'll get burnt out. Let your muscles flop. Relax. I hate running. It's not something to enjoy.
Agreed.
Sometimes it's a lot better than getting in here, having these guys kick my butt. I take my time. Boom. Time's up. Back on the dummy. Again. Bam. Bam. Block it with the elbow. Bam. Knees. Block the head with the knee. Elbow. Shift my weight. Coming down here. Arm bar. Ribs. Rib. Reason I switch. You only throw so many elbows on the right side. You get tired. You only throw so many knees. You get tired. So you have to attack the body now. You have to go to the left arm. You have to go to the left knee. Why? Because I'm trying to get a continuous workout. If I come here and I get tired, I start just doing things halfway, it does me no good.
True.
What I've got to do is
And of course, there is also something to be said about if you only work the elbows and knees on one side, you'll develop muscular imbalances, specifically in your lats because he's doing 12 to 6 elbows, and your obliques on the right side because that's the primary muscle you're utilizing when you're throwing that knee from that position because you're crunching the body into itself. Into itself with that rotation.
have to maintain a certain level for this workout to be any good. Like I said, I come